Hey everybody, we're gonna cook outside today, so I'm gonna show you my setup that we have going on here. So we use the charcoal starter, and basically it's this tube here. You fill the top full of charcoal, and then you put like paper or a fire starter underneath of it. So I'll try to show you what I mean. So we'll just crumple that up pretty decent, and then you set this on top of it. You try to get it all in here, but it doesn't really matter. You put all your igniters or whatever underneath the bottom, and you light it. Gets the chimney effect and gets this lit. We've also got some bratwurst that I am currently boiling in beer. This is the my stove kit from the car. I gotta take my car to the shop tomorrow. So I've got, this is just an old fondue pot. I can't tell you where to get them because I got it at the thrift store, but you can find them. It's made to go on the fondue set. And then inside of it's just, that's beer. That's not, I'm not sure what it looks like, but that's just beer. It gets foamy when you heat it. And I'm just heating them up. They were frozen. We're just testing out some fuel. Got some new fuel from Sam's Club. I'm gonna go ahead and get this lit and then splice it in to the next part of the video. But all I'm going to do is just you put stuff in the top in the tube and light the bottom. Once it gets going good, I'll show you the rest of the setup. All right, thanks. All right, so I just stuffed a piece of paper on the bottom, lit it. You see it's smoking pretty good. It's heating it up from the bottom. Then once it feels like it's been going for like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, I got new foil on my top rack. Just pull this thing out and just flip it over and dump it in the bottom. So that'll be the next part. Now that everything's going nice and good, just take this top part off here, set it to the side. Try not to get the top dirty. And grab this out and just dump it straight in. Like so. That's pretty much it. Set this one over to the side because we don't use that part. It's all going in there nice and good now. Put this back on top. Set this over to the side here. Sorry, put that on top. Walk around here right here. And as you can see, I have access to the coals. Got my bundle of sticks from the yard. And this should be coming up to temperature. This was all frozen. So the beer was out of the refrigerator and those were frozen. They're getting pretty warm now. It's starting to steam. I don't know if you can catch it on camera. They're starting to steam now. So we're going to slow steam them in beer and eventually move them over to this. All right, I'm going to go grab the hamburgers and toss them on top and then kind of show you what's going on there. Thanks. All right, buddy, that's pretty much the last little tidbit of kind of how we use this as a improvised stick stove. I still use a charcoal base. You could use something else if you had just pieces of wood and you wanted to start it with that, or just start a fire inside there. It can be kind of a pain. That's probably about the easiest way that I've seen so far. Also, in order to add some oxygen in there, I use one of these like extendable tubes and then blow through it. But I didn't buy mine for that purpose. It ended up being one of these extendable hot dog cookers. Well, the kids were playing with them and they ended up breaking this U part shape off of it. And then I just got a pair of pliers and pulled that piece out. That's in there. It's welded pretty good. So it took a little bit. I think I used a vise. If I did it again, I'd probably just take a hacksaw, just cut that little thing off here, and then this rubber silicone pulls off, and it's hollow all the way through. So if it needs a little bit of oxygen, you can kind of sit back in your lawn chair and to get them sticks going. Once the sticks get going, you can just keep on tossing it. But every once in a while, it just needs a little bit of oxygen. And you can just kind of pinpoint where it's going. get them burgers kind of going good, get these sticks moving. That's pretty much the setup. We're already up to the ideal heat. With this setup, I've had it pegged before where it's almost wrapped around. And like I say, I'm trying to get a good sear on them, get a good sear on the burgers, and then once these bratwursts kind of get thawed out, and say they're steaming pretty good now. I just wanted to thaw them out in the beer, let them boil just a little bit in there. Then they'll be moving over to the grill to be grilled. But that's pretty much it. I don't know if I'm going to share the end product. If I think about it, I will. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Hey, everybody. So this is going to be the end product. We'll be pulling these, but grills it up just fine. When these get finished, I will probably just use a pair of tongs, pull the bratwursts out, and cook them in the same greases. Finish off some hot dogs when all these get done. Probably I'll just pop a hole in the foil, let all that extra grease burn off. And that's pretty much it. I mean, that's about all we do. I'm gonna say, toss some sticks in. You can see there's a whole bunch of small sticks in there. Keeps the heat up really, really good. You get flare-ups from the heat, but the flames are so far away from the food, it doesn't really get any kind of burn marks on it. Typically, if you're that close up to the top, it would burn a whole bunch. My daughter's my helper today. She's already got a really good bushcraft fire going over there. And we're gonna jump back in. Wait, we're gonna jump back in. Put your fingers out. Jump back in a minute. All right, thanks. All right, just pulled the burgers off. And set this over here. It smells like beer. And then just reach in and grab one of these bad boys here. Like so. Don't touch that top. Set this up here. And we'll probably set them closer to the front. This seems to be the hottest part. Like so. And let's grab them out. Move them directly over here. They did a really good job. They've already been parboiled quite a bit. Set them up here like so. Right. Put the lid back on, and that's going to be that. I'll show you what it turns out like here in a minute. Thanks. All right, here's another segment. We haven't put the hot dogs on yet. The bratwursts are in there. Got a nice roaring flame with some fresh stuff in it. Getting some really nice grill lines. Oh, on the top here. My wife also really likes her kale cooked. She said it's the best way to have it is if it has some fried in some kind of grease. We'll be pulling these off there in a second, adding hot dogs. So my fuel is still right there. Same original charcoal was in there, and you've seen the basket when I first started out. So I still have plenty of sticks enough to do the hot dogs. So like I say, it's extremely efficient this way. I'll take these bratwursts off, grab some hot dogs, and show you how that works out. All right, everybody, final part of this little video here. Finishing off the hot dogs right now. The basket's empty. I'll have sticks from the yard. Show you what we're looking at here. And hot dogs. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, about 12 hot dogs. See, they're cooking up just fine. So again, all I use is just the charcoal starter. Start up one container of the full container of the charcoal. Lit it with a piece of newspaper, just like a sale ad. Tossed it in the bottom and just fed it about a basket full of that sticks. I'll show you one little part when we finish with these, how much food I actually cooked on just what you've seen. So I'm not sure what that thing holds. A gallon, I guess. A gallon of wood chips, I'm not really sure. And a small basket of sticks. It's at the efficiency of a stove like this. I'll show you what I finished up with. All right, guys. Hey everybody, I was going to show you a video, or at the end of that video I was going to show you how much food we got done, but it was it's Sunday and we were all hungry. So we kind of ate everything. So it ended up with, this is not all of it in there, but it all ended up pretty good. We ended up with 4 large bratwurst, 6 hamburgers,
and a dozen hot dogs, plus I don't know how much kale that was. So all that on one thing of charcoal and a basket full of sticks from the yard. So if you decide to use this, you can use it to some avail. You can cook a lot of food with very little money. Hopefully this helps you out. Might experiment. Maybe use some wood next time. I think that's what the next time I won't use any charcoal. I'll just use some hardwood that I have and try to start it the same way with the charcoal starter and see how that plays out. All right, everybody. Thanks.